The lamb variety of avocado is not a tree that is normally girdled here in Southern California, but it has an alternate bearing habit that is irritating, and so I decided a few years ago to try to start girdling it to even out its fruit production and make it more consistent. This tree right here in the middle is a lamb, and then on the left is a reed, and on the right is a Helen. Let me show you the production. This little tree was planted as a small tree in 2013, and it started to produce in 2016. And after it made a big crop for a little tree that I harvested in 2017, it began to alternate. And then it continued alternating until in 2022 it had a nice crop of 235 avocados, and then it had 0 bloom the following year, and I was irritated by that. So in 2023 I started to girdle it, and let me show you the results of that. So this is the first girdle that I did on this tree. It's late June 2025 right now, and this girdle was done in the fall of 2023. So around Halloween, November 1st time is when I did this girdle in 2023, and then this main limb then it bloomed in the spring of 2024. And it set the crop, the mature crop that's currently on the tree. So you'll see that there's quite a bit of fruit on this portion of the tree. And then you'll also see that there's no mature crop on the rest of the tree. So back here and over here, it's just all foliage. Because I aimed to girdle just one main limb and maybe get about 40% of the canopy girdled. Okay, so that was the first girdle, and it appeared to work. So last fall, the fall of 2024, on November 3rd it was, I did some more girdles on different limbs. I did this one here in red, and then this one here in red, and again I aimed to get about 40%, 50% of the canopy. And so let me show you the response of these limbs in bloom and fruit set. Here's the fruit set on one of those girdled limbs from the outside. Here's some more on another part of the girdled branch. Here's some more fruit set on the girdled limb. So Girdling Lamb has worked 2 years in a row so far. Will it continue to work? I don't know. But I'm gonna keep trying it, and I'm gonna keep trying it with my current dates, which are around Halloween or November 1st again, which is the same date that I've had success on with girdling Hass here in Southern California, and I know a lot of other people girdle Hass around that same time. And so it appears to work for the lamb variety well also. Here's the size blade that I used last year with this limb that worked fine, so that you know what blade and what width of cut that I used. Maybe you can try the same. Anyway, it's fun to try something out for yourself, even if other people don't think lamb is a variety worth girdling. It turns out that, at least from the first couple of years of trying it, it has worked so far. So it's worth continuing the experiment, and I'll update you in the next few years how it goes, because you know, lamb's a good variety for late season fruit, and it's got a lot of other good things going for it. The alternate bearing issue is not one of them, and girdling can manipulate that, manage it, and even out your fruiting. This tree is at its mature size, and at this size it can really only carry 250 avocados, and I don't want that in a single year and then have nothing the following year. What I want is 125 avocados every year.